Yo, 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 what it is, what it is. Bless of the God, aka loaf to the fucking bread.
And I'm potato bread, motherfucking peas. This is the Bread Talk Show.
The Bread Talk Show, baby.
What's good, Brody?
Back.
Y'all know what it is. We here, man.
Back.
Real quick, I'm on my Knicks shit, man. My Knicks won 4 in a row, and I'm on go. I got my Knicks shit on.
Shout out to the Nets, man.
Yeah, what I'm
What's
talking
up,
about?
man? How y'all doing out there with this crazy ass weather, man?
Ain't shit, this weather crazy.
It's
Yo, it's snow,
then 60
rain.
degrees,
Yeah.
then it's snow,
Yeah.
then it's 60 again,
Tired,
it's 20
man.
degrees, and
I'm tired.
talking about snow and rain today.
I'm tired of weather, but I ain't tired of Mother Nature. She doing her job. Fuck it.
Before you know it,
I'm just tired though. I'm tired.
I think it's still gonna be snowing in April.
Yeah.
But yo, man.
I ain't wasting no time. And April's our month too, but I'm just getting to
Yeah,
it.
the holiday coming next month.
I'm getting right fucking to it.
Definitely gonna be a celebration. But you know what, man? We not gonna hold y'all up. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get to it. We gonna light our things. But you know what we do? We like the sticks, man. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, man.
I got right to it. So
I'm not wasting no time. So we gonna get to it, people, and because I got a feeling it's gonna be a very interesting. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be, you know what I mean, a lot of food for thought.
I said, "Who child?" Like I was, "Who child?"
All right, you know what I'm saying? So I hope y'all had a good week, man. You're back with us. Appreciate y'all for coming back with us, man. Keep coming back.
Keep coming back, man.
We leave the door
Watch
open.
this show, man.
We leave the door open for y'all on Sundays, man. So
Leave the door open.
we gonna share the pot. Pot is staring. We cooking. Got the fire up hot. Yo.
Oh, fuck it. Go ahead. Crack this COVID.
So we stirred the pot. We got the seasoning and all that. You know, you do slop with a little bread and all that. Yo, let's think about this, man. I want to know is TV ruining our kids, man? And should TV raise our kids? Remember, like we all grew up on cartoons and shit, but they ain't changed, man. It might not be. My opinion is it safe to leave your kids alone with the television?
Nope.
With all the streaming
Nope.
and YouTubes and
Nope.
all that shit. You know, we
Nope.
on YouTube.
Nope.
You know what I mean? So we let's get into it.
Nope,
I know for a fact that one is interesting.
TV is really changing the narrative on how you raise your kids. The shit that they show on these shows is crazy. Down to the news, down to the commercials.
So you're saying it has an impact on how you raise
Absolutely,
kids?
absolutely, because it
When you
gives
raise them the same anyway, though, right?
No, because I feel you have to give them more, you have to give yourself more time to teach. You have to teach more. You have to explain more. You have to explain yourself.
You got to police them a little bit more.
You have to watch them. Yo, it's like to the point where people have got, like parents have gotten cable and they got shows where they turn, like they get basic cable because of certain shows showed on TV. Which shouldn't be, but it has to be because you can't be on top of everything.
Right.
And with the way the society's running, they just feel it's okay to just put everything on, man. I mean, I'm sitting there and I'm watching, and you know what? And I gotta say this, and I'm gonna say it, and it's no offense to nobody, no team, no partner, but it seems to me that certain things gotta be in shows. They gotta show this, they gotta show that. Why? Like, why can't it just be?
Alright, fuck it, man. I mean, it's the Bread Talk Show. Alright? It's our machine. We built this machine, we gonna run this fucking machine the way we want. So let's address the monkey. Let's address the elephant in the room. Wrong animal. Let's address the elephant in the room. I'm curious and I wanna know why is television so openly sex orientated all of a sudden? So we got cartoons, and I'm gonna say it, and there's no offense to everybody, but I wanna understand why. Like it almost seems like it has to be. It's mandated to have same gender sex in all the movies now. Like
All over everyone.
I'm not
real shit.
shaming nobody. I'm not saying that, but it's even on the Disney Channel, from what I understand, and maybe I do some more research. But I'm hearing like even some of the cartoons is like that now. So I got my child in the living room or something, and I'm in the kitchen getting to it, getting little fruity pebbles and no shit. Ain't little stuff. And
Fruity Pebbles.
And little cornflakes. Frosted Flakes. I get a little frosted flakes. And I put it in the bowl. And this frosted flake, because I don't want to offend nobody, but I get the little frosted flake, and then they're watching cartoons with boyfriends and girlfriends, that's girl on girl, and boyfriends, that's boy male on male, like, and it's like, if I'm not there to let him know that's just their choice, you're not giving him, like, how are you really giving him a choice at that age? He shouldn't even be looking at that. Like, he shouldn't even have to understand it.
Right.
You're like, he shouldn't be making these type of decisions as a kid.
Yeah, and then you're right, and then why is it that it's
and
like,
I'm not shaming.
But I'm saying, we're not thinking about the kids, the adults.
I'm not saying.
Some of the adults can't handle it, but at the same time, you giving it to the kids. You know what? Just like y'all got pay-per-view for fights and all that, put a pay-per-view thing out for that. Like, you know what? Certain things, because you know why? Because only the adults is gonna buy that.
But they got the thing now. They're gonna say that with cable and all that, you can put the guides on. You can put things where they can't watch certain things because of their age.
Yeah, but how many shows are gonna be able to do that too? It's like crazy.
But
it's like why?
They're gonna find a way.
Right. I'm just saying. But like I said, we can't. We not. I'm not shaming it. He said, and I mean that. It's like why though? Every show. Bro. You know what's crazy? I watch. You know, salute the stars. Power, Force,
name the shows.
All major shows, man. And you know what?
Power.
Every time
Force.
I turn around, Force, like, it's got to be inserted. And I get it. I understand it. It's a way of life. It's a way of times. And that's okay. But why is it being force-fed? Why is it being shoved
It's
down?
not mandatory in every show.
It don't have to be.
That's like saying you gotta have an urban scene in every movie. They don't do that. Like, that's saying like, we gotta have at least 2 black actors in every movie. And they have to have a scene. Like, why? There's like a mandated thing for every show.
Everyone.
I'm talking about every show.
I was watching Empire when it first came out, right? And, you know, salute to Jussie Smollett. I understand he going through something. He stayed something. He went through something. I saw something. I'm not a fool. I'm not gonna never disrespect.
But Jesse did some bullshit.
He did some bullshit.
What the fuck he got?
But I will say this, right? The show ended up, like, let's say for argument's sake,
it went left, bro. Good.
It went left. But I wanna break it down because I don't wanna like generalize something and then they don't have my illustration. Like, okay, I'm getting into the show. Show is going good. Everything is good. Then you spin me to a whole nother loop and segued into that world that I wasn't even expecting for that to go. It threw me off. But then it catered to that world. So what about the people like myself that understands, but I don't know how you was able to correlate that into that when it was heading in that direction. Like, you didn't work us into it. You just
But see,
I don't understand.
I get it having to have that's relevant now in the time we in. And the things they showing been happening behind the scenes for years. I get that too. Like, this ain't just started. This is stuff that was hidden that now it's more comfortable to talk about the show. I get that. But I don't want to see it every show. Like, I don't want to watch a crime movie every time. I might want to watch comedy. I might want to watch a thriller. I might, like some wild, serious drama might be on. So I don't want to watch, like, Boys in the Hood and Men's Society every day, even though they're my movies. But I don't want to watch that. I want choices.
Right.
But why is it that every choice of a movie I pick, that is in it? So it's no longer a choice.
Right. It's like force fed.
Nah, I don't have any choices. Like, it used to be a time when you could pick this and I want to watch this movie and I want to watch this. So why not categorize it? Because I see it and I see it every February. Every February, I see Black cinema celebrating Black History Month. But you go on streaming now, they'll say, "Oh, Black action movies." So if we can be categorized, they categorize that shit though. Then maybe I might not want to watch that night. I might not want to see that right there. Like my mom said, "Well, I want to chill, watch this type of movie." Then it come with a wild spin. I'm like, "Come on, man." You know what I'm saying? That's why I said make it a category. So let me have the privilege to say no.
Right. Or let me have an option. And
I might have the option that day to say the movie just that good. I don't care if that's.
And you know what's crazy? I'm sitting there watching the whole gun scene in the joint, and then all of a sudden, boom, there it go. And you trying to correlate that action with that action.
Let me tell you what.
And then I'm supposed to sit there and be like this. And then, you know what's crazy? I don't want to be disrespectful. I don't fast forward. But I just be like, you know what? Man, alright. Y'all lost me now.
Not but see, they we don't want to be biased. Well,
I'm not being
biased.
It's
but
like,
we gonna keep it a buck. Like we said, this is our machine. This is our train. You drive the way you fucking want to drive. It is what it is. And if it's things that's in my mind I want to understand without trying to offend nobody, I want to understand it. But it's been movies where it's been alternative lifestyles in it. The Wire, Omar got busy. But the series was that good you didn't care about it. But you're putting it in everything. Even some of the series is just not that good to carry that. Like Omar carried it, but the way they put him in the show was like you didn't even care no more than Omar.
Rest in peace to him too.
You know what I'm saying? You didn't even care about him.
Rest in peace.
You know what I'm saying? You didn't care about Omar and
Michael
his lifestyle.
Williams, rest in peace, man.
Yeah, Michael Williams. Nobody ever rest in peace, brother, but nobody cared.
Played it good too.
He played the shit out of it.
Yeah.
But he was an intricate part of the show.
Right.
We're not talking about that. We talking about you just throwing it in.
And on another note,
like,
the fucking dude, rest in peace, and I don't mean to say it like that, got to it. He came down the street with limping fucked up with the Johnson James, got the work, threw the work down the sewer. He didn't even want the work. He just wanted to make sure that Marlo, salute Jamie.
Yeah, he ain't want to make sure he ain't
you ain't making no bread. But at the end of the day, he went to the probably Chulo.
Nah.
But see, I got by that because you know why? It wasn't too crazy.
But it wasn't based on it.
Right. It was not based on it.
It happened, but the way he carried, like some actors, and you're overlooking. So I'm not saying it shouldn't be in movies.
And I'm gonna say this, and to your point, and I'm gonna clarify what I said. Base. When we said base, the base part of it is this, right? Based on it means for me is this. It's a lot of things you don't do in life. You don't force religion on nobody. You don't force your opinion on nobody. You don't force nothing on no one. If you introduce something, introduce it. If they interested, they is. If they isn't, they not. It's not to be judged. Don't force feed me. Don't throw it down my throat.
No, but they're gonna say you got the choice to turn it off.
But you're right. I have a choice to turn it off. And you're right.
I don't think it's forced on us.
I don't think it's forced. You're right, but I think it's thrown.
I tell you right now, I ain't gotta watch it. I just want to know why it's like a mandate situation in every movie that it has to be in every movie.
I give you one. I saw a commercial.
I saw a commercial.
I saw.
Get my point. Hold on. I didn't want to.
My bad.
I want to know because force feeding is strong. Because we all got choices in life. So to be forced, to be forced meaning I don't have a choice. I always got a choice to turn it off. I got a choice to watch something else. So my thinking it seems like it's an overall mandation. Like it has to be mandated for every film coming out. It has to be this. It has to be this. It has to be here. It has to be that. And I'm like, every film don't call for it. Some films, it worked itself out. Just like we said with the series. The Wire, it worked itself out, so it wasn't no big hiccup. But it's not every fucking movie and every fucking series, it just they found a way to put the juice in it.
And I agree. So like, what about all the other people out here, other than, you know, let's say for example, there's other organizations, race, creeds, nationalities, whatever, that should be represented. And why is it not made fair? You leave out. We're worried about calling the Redskins, not the Commanders, right? We're worried about calling the Cleveland Indians, but we have a lot of Cherokee Indians, right? We don't talk a lot about the Tuskegee Airmen that was out here doing, like, but we make sure. I saw a commercial. They got a new thing going on. I saw the commercial in Bread Talk World. Those that saw it, didn't see it, you'll see it. You might pay attention now that we talking about it. I'm talking about it. Potato Bread is talking about it. VRBO. VRBO, I think it is. Vacation home, and they got a whole commercial about it, and it's very festive. Commercial is festive, and you see the kids having a good time, and then you see a young lady go behind the door, and then you see another young lady go behind the door, and then you see them move closer, and then the door close, and then it's over. But it shows the narrative like they about to kiss. Why? Why did that have to be a part of what's festive? Of, like, you know what? Like, and everything else was a good time, and this and that.
They want to show that they have a good time too, though.
But, and I get it.
But I'm not
But
playing
why?
that out.
No, you're right. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it, and I'm being serious, and I'm not being a hypocrite, nor am I, and leave in the comments if I am. But I'm not being a hypocrite. I'm saying, why does it have to be thrown down our throats and have to be force-fed? That's in every situation, down to a commercial. I mean, down to a commercial where they talking about, and you know what? Let me leave that alone, because I'm not gonna lose my train of thought. Let me let Bless talk this point.
No, I want you to keep going, but I'm because now I don't forget the fact that should they raise the kids, should we leave our kids along with the TV.
Right.
But we started talking about us, not
right. Right.
So I want to say, like, as a parent, how do you feel about your kids observing shit like this? And what's the correct age that they should be able to be, alright, they can make their own decisions? Because I don't think nobody 9 years old, and damn, you know what, shit, let's say it. Even like, I remember they had the issue in Dwayne Wade and his daughter, well, was the son of his daughter now, and he loved his child to death, and he accepted them for who they are, and I get it. And I think that's a stand-up thing as a parent. You set your kids, you love them unconditionally, cool. But it don't work, and it might not be a smooth transition in my world either, because I don't have the luxuries and the monies and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Now you can homeschool. They gonna be alright. Your kids
they bullying is different. They're not gonna get bullied.
Your kids will be set, no matter if they discriminated, don't get a job, they're set for life. Where they can have up some of the urban kids that's still in the ghetto in the hood,
right,
that's watching these things and watching these movies and
kid in the pink houses, a kid in Kingsborough,
right,
a kids out in the cities,
right? Growing up in Chicago,
right?
Whatever. Any urban inner city kid that don't have the opportunity to go to the fucking private school, or to say, you know what, we gonna homeschool and we gonna get the best teachers, and like, they don't have them. And then if your son really want to transition, and he really want to transition, you got the bread to make him, he can turn to a full fucking female. So you got the operation money and everything, you good. What about the kid that ain't got that? They gotta put the toilet tissue in his shirt, or go, you know what I'm saying? Gotta play the game and play with his mother makeup and put it in his book bag and sneak outside because he's 15 and he don't know what he want to be because TV showed him that, oh, I can be whatever I want. Nah, baby, y'all don't show him the side. It's just like glorifying drug dealing. Glorifying being a gangster and a killer.
That's a great point.
We can glorify it, but we don't show what happens when they go to jail. You was shooting your gun all day on the block. You was making all that bread on the corner. Now you're in the jail with a dude 40 years, and you with Sally, and he make you eat that pillow every night. You sitting there biting that pillow, and this old man working on you every night. You see, they don't say that. So when y'all putting this shit on TV and y'all showing these cartoons and all that, and these kids making do decisions, why y'all not telling them, but this might be some of the things that might happen that because everybody not gonna accept it.
And
give them the bag.
You said some good points, and you know what's this? What really alarms me is that it goes back to my point. You have to sit there and you gotta be in damage control. You have to sit there and
we as parents left with it.
Right. You gotta sit there and be like, but no, it's not like this. But why you mean? Yo, it's not like that. But what you mean? No, it's not that. And then you battle, and then you know what's crazy? That results to the suicide rate. You know how many kids that committed suicide because they was battling their sexuality because
they
didn't know what to think, but because they forced it. They put it out there. They showed it's okay. Not everybody's okay. But y'all want to make it like it's okay without consulting with the ones that's not with it. So don't knock me because I don't understand it. Give me the opportunity to get with it to understand it. I'm gonna tell you right now. I saw something and I was talking about politics, right? And I heard a line the other day, and I know this is a fact because I heard it. And there's no knock, and I get it, and I understand it. Eric Adams was representing, and salute to Eric all day, and you know what? Whether he know us or don't know us, I'm gonna give him his props because he is our mayor, and I give him. I mean, I'm not segueing to how he's doing in our city and none of that because that has nothing to do with it, what I'm saying. But I'm gonna say something I know for a fact he did address. He did not look to support Staten Island because of the Staten Island stood their ground with the LGBT community. I hope that I said it right, because that alphabet, all the alphabet I know is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P. I'm just saying, I'm not disrespecting, but I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm keeping it a buck. And if y'all want to talk about potato, talk about potato. I'm not knocking it, but I'm just saying, I understand what was said on both sides. He did not represent that because he couldn't be a hypocrite. He said, I'm not gonna represent them being against them. So whoever was against the LGBT community, he was not gonna go out there and march because he supported for everybody. And there's nothing wrong with that. The Bread Talk Show love everybody. Let me make that clear. I'm just saying.
Tato love everybody.
I love everybody.
I love everybody with stipulations. Might not be everybody.
I just feel don't force feed things. Don't shove nothing down my throat. Don't piss on my back and tell me it's raining. Give me an option to accept what it is. And if I don't, give me my just due. Don't blacklist me. Don't tell me I'm wrong because I don't agree. Don't do that. Because you know what? And let me say one thing. And this might not correlate to what we're talking about, but it has a fact in it. We've been called nigger for years. I never liked that. We never liked that. But somehow, some way, it was never no big deal about it, right? Because, you know why? Because we had to get through it.
We fucked that up.
We had to get through it.
Yeah, but we fucked that up.
Puerto Ricans was called sticks. Like, let's not, and I'm saying something to say this. We should not lose track of what's sensitive and not sensitive. So, you know what? It goes back to the point that we've said in the past. I asked a question. We asked a question. why is it that has to be implemented in every situation? And our kids see it. So there's no thought process with the kids. There's nothing about the kids. There was years ago with porn. They would have separate stations just for adults at certain times of night. Now, if your kids was up at 4 a.m. and caught the porn show, that was on y'all, whoever parent was that had that TV delegated in their room. Because years ago, you was a young kid, you didn't have the TV in the room.
To lock it. You had a TV in the living room.
You didn't have no TV in the room.
They gonna put on stuff that they feel.
People forgot about that.
No, but if you feel, I can't see. Like I'm not like I said, like they mind in the mind state of putting something out that's regular, and they feel that is right because in all actuality it is right because they had the right. Everybody should be equal. I get it. Everybody should be equal, and it should be the right. And displaying it on TV and everything else is the right, and it should be shared because that's a world that's here now that we gotta try to understand. I get it.
And I don't want to perpetuate a view that's not real. You know I don't want to do that.
I get it.
I don't want to do that. I never want to depict something that's not legitimate. But I want y'all to understand, though.
You gotta put.
It's crazy.
You gotta talk the good with the bad. That's all I'm saying. If you're gonna put it on there, and I understand, you should let your son be free, and they'll be like, my son 5 years old, he wanna be a princess.
And then you call him your daughter. Then you call him your daughter.
No, but he saw the TV, he wanna be a princess, right? He in the store, he running around with the dress on, and they be like, that's so cute. But I might be boiling inside, like, bro, man, the football section over here. I got the right as a parent for a kid that I made
to have him way up.
To have him and raise him the way I fucking want to raise him. From what I understand as a man growing up in this world, this is the lifestyle and this is the things that come to my mind. I was raised this way. I don't have them up like it's not a racist situation. I love women. Women is what I am, and that's my lifestyle. I don't know the alternative lifestyle because that's just not my cup of tea. But there's nothing wrong with the cup of tea that everybody drink. Everybody got a cup of tea in front of them. All I'm saying is, if I got a 5-year-old kid sitting on the rug in front of the TV playing with his toys, looking up, and the cartoon that he loved, all of a sudden got 2 teddy bears that's Ted and Billy kissing each other and their boyfriend and girlfriend. Like, how do I explain that to him? How do
you turn around and say Ernie and Bert was a couple, SpongeBob parents, and then you talked about the purple dude, Barney. Like, I love you, you love me. Like my son Tremaine, growing up used to love Barney, and you know what? I watched Barney with him at one time. I don't look at it like that. But even back then, it was a little more discreet. But then you see what they did? They made it magnified it. You see? You see?
See, that's the jewel. But see, God, I'm gonna tell you some shit. I'm gonna say something, and goddamn it, keep your hands on me. And this is the weirdo. You said something. You said that your son Jermaine, nephew, used to like Barney, and sometimes you used to watch it with him, right? Society in this world, in the world we live in, stole those opportunities where you don't have that opportunity to stay home and watch the cartoons with the kid.
Right.
Because with prices going up, work ain't straight, things got to be taken care of. Some dudes got to work 2 jobs. The cost of living is different than them times. So it's like with the cost of living and the way this world's being conducted and groomed, you might not have them opportunities to sit home and enjoy a cartoon with your kid no more.
It's not the same.
But they might know this. Planners and the broadcast people, they might that can slide. It's no petition.
Fuck families up.
Yeah, because there's no petitions and nothing like that. And I'm not saying that's what it should be. I'm just talking because maybe I gotta be a little bit more educated on it. That's why I'm not bashing, and that's why I'm not throwing stones. But I have the right to ask the questions I want to ask if I don't understand something.
Right.
So if I don't understand it, I shouldn't be blackballed and blacklisted because I'm making comments because of things or I'm asking questions. And you go, oh, that's offensive. So all right, I've been offended 40 plus years of my life.
Right.
They've been talking about my color and calling my president a monkey and everything.
Right. But you know what?
Shit.
Bread Talk World, we gonna wrap this shit up very soon.
Yeah, that's right, man.
And I'm gonna tell y'all,
Do be in pen.
I'm gonna give y'all a jewel real quick because I'm gonna make this brief because like I said, I'm not gonna beat this dead horse. No point intended.
Brief like underwear.
It's gonna be very brief, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. I don't have a problem with preference because your preference is your preference. I don't have no problem with guidance because guidance is what makes us great. What I have a problem with is forcing. If you force something on me that I'm not with, I have the right to appeal, and I have a right to say I'm not with it. I don't have to be agreeable to anything that's forced down my throat, especially when it's taught for me to teach my kids. So the sensitive world that we live in, everybody that has a sensitive bone, step back and take a step back and understand. Put yourself in our shoes. I may not be in the world you in, and you're not in the world I'm in. But let's come together and understand the world you in, the world I'm in, we can make it a better place if we just have a little understanding. We don't have to say, fuck the Bread Talk Show, because they sitting there going against Not going against nothing. I just want to understand why. Why? That's all. Because let me make a decision. Let our children make the decision. You don't make it for us because y'all want us to be agreeable with something that y'all know that y'all half the time might not know what the fuck y'all agreeing on. But because y'all in it, y'all want to be with it. Let's come, man. Let's get better with that, man. But Potato, Bread Talk Show, love everybody. And I'm not saying it to be.
Potato love everybody.
I'm not saying it to be funny, nor am I saying it to be
Potato
scripted.
loves everybody.
At the end of the day, I just need a better understanding.
I don't.
And I'm gonna pass it to the loaf to the bread, because we wrapping this up, and it is what it is.
I don't love everybody. That means it has nothing to do with this conversation today. It's just some people I just don't fucking love. I don't love everybody.
Yeah, I don't know that Potato love everybody line. You said it twice in the show.
You said it.
But I don't lie. I love everybody.
All right.
I don't love
Listen what I said. You said you love everybody.
Yeah, but
You
know what I meant
interrupted
by
my jewel though.
I did not. I gave you the jewel.
Nah,
I
you
said
interrupted my jewel.
All right, go ahead, brother.
All right, thank you. You had your jewel.
Yeah.
So,
but at the end of the day, you just checked me.
Now you interrupted my jewel. I didn't talk while you did your jewel.
Yeah, you did.
No, you
said
was
Potato
over.
love everybody.
You said it at the end.
Well, let me say my point.
You said your point.
All right, my bad.
You interrupted my jewel.
Yeah, but you did it to me too.
All right. Wait
I
my
got the
jewel
last
over.
word.
Wait till my jewel over, bro.
Can I have the last word?
Hey, wait till my jewel over. We killing time,
All right.
man.
Can I have the last word?
Bro, you killing the time.
All right,
Let me get my jewel.
I'm sorry,
man.
brother.
So, at the end of the day,
I'm just saying, though.
let the parents be parents. Let us hold on to our rights as parents, man. Let's not lose the control and the rights we have to groom and set our kids up in the lifestyle that we see fit for them and at a young age. And as they get older, they might want to change, and that's their right. That's cool. But as far as like broadcasting and streaming and YouTube, just provide more options so that we could have the option to say, all right, I might feel like this today, or I might not feel like that today. Just don't just use a wide stroke and just spread it all over the place. Just let me have my options. Let us keep on and keep hold of our rights. You know what I'm saying? So as a parent, that all parents think about this, and let's not lose our rights as being parents and doing what we feel fit for our kids. That's the part of being a parent. That's why we make kids, so we can provide better things and do things to them till they get to a point in life where they can make their own decisions. but not at 5 and not at 6 years old. That's our job, to be a protector, a provider, and love our kids to do what we think fit, that we feel fit for them at them ages where they can't make the decisions that they need to make. Cause their mind not even developed yet. So that's what I do. Let's keep our rights, man. Let's all try to work together and come to a solution where we can find a way to just work together. And what I don't understand, don't be mad at me. Teach me. The same way you might not understand my feelings, and I can explain it to you and teach you. Each one teach one. That's my jewelry.
That was a long juice, so I'm about to we gotta put time on juice, because you shut me down because of a Jew, but that was a good Jew.
He's dragging on right now.
Right.
Niggas daddy want
Anyway.
He want to drag. He got Linus. Linus.
Yeah,
guy. He
yeah,
got the
that's
little
crazy.
thing with the
That was
little
a
stick.
Jew. That was a Jew.
Nah,
that was a good Jew though. But in retrospect though,
we do be in pins,
we-
man.
nah.
Let's wrap him up for them.
yo, let's
wrap.
wrap.
Let's
Nah,
mummify.
toast that up.
Yo, y'all mummies, man. We
Y'all be
wrap
good.
it up, man.
Next time.
Yo, and at the end of the day, man, the bread talk, we love everybody.
Love everybody, man.
I'm
We
just
do.
talking
Yeah,
shit,
we
man.
do.
We have bread talk shit, man.
And you know what? If it wasn't
They
for
wanna
y'all,
they want to see the heart. Good.
if it wasn't for y'all, it wouldn't be us. And I want y'all to know that. You know what I'm saying? Enough respect to all the people that's out there trying to make positive notions and make the world better. We dealing with a lot of shit.
Leave comments and help us.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Word
if
shit.
anything we missed,
Yo.
or something that we don't
Right.
seem
Leave comments.
educated on,
Right.
leave a comment and enlighten us.
And leave comments on topics you might want us to talk about. We don't have no problem with that. And leave that. But anyway, y'all be good.
Nah, let's do
Have
it,
a good
man.
one.
Next Sunday, man.
Next Sunday,
Tap
y'all be
in,
good.
man. We don't have the seasons like sports. We on. Every season.
Every
man.
season.
Every season.
We snow, rain,
Summer,
sleet, snow,
winter,
fall, spring,
and
autumn,
all
that.
man. Tap in, man.
Tap in.
And
Y'all
watch.
be good. And watch.
Man, keep your eyes on us.
Keep
man.
eyes on us, man, because
Yeah.
we out here and we ain't going nowhere.
Getting windy, baby.
It's getting windy out here, baby.
Windy, baby. Peace
Some
out.
people say litty, but
Peace
it's
out.
windy. Peace. Salute.
Salute y'all. Come on.